Hey everyone, hi. I think I'm live. Not too sure. To lower the volume. Music a little bit too loud, but I work. I hope it does. Says I'm live, so I guess I am live. Maybe. I'm. Hello, hi. Hello, Dave. I have no name. Okay, so I seem to be live because I have no name. Still has no name, but they can actually see me apparently, which is cool. That is nice. Mir geht's gut. Wie geht's dir? Danke fürs Einschalten. Carl Herring, hi. Hey, where's your head? My head is right here. But because I have like a hair wax on, I just didn't want to put on the hat right now. But yeah. I actually, just pretty much got used to having hair wax, using that for the past like 2 or 3 weeks from now. So won't say like this will be going away entirely, but for everyday life and stuff, this is the thing right now. Regina, hi, wie geht's dir? How are you doing? Thanks for tuning in, guys. Mr. Spock, alles fit im Schritt, bitte auf Deutsch. Wie üblich, ja, wie üblich. Sehr gerne. Ja, mir geht's sehr, sehr gut. Es ist alles fit im Schritt tatsächlich. Und ich kann mich nicht beklagen. Also nach wie vor ist es einfach alles sehr, sehr schön. Ich freue mich, dass ihr eingeschaltet habt. Das ist immer sehr, sehr schön zu sehen. Zumal es ja auch eine große Zeitverschiebung gibt. Ja, also ich weiß nicht, wie viel Uhr es bei euch momentan ist, da wo du lebst. Aber hier in Deutschland ist es jetzt 21 Uhr und 6 Minuten. Hi everyone, Bradley. Hi, Mesa Dirani. Hi, Miss Clarissa, Laurelie. Hi. How are you doing, guys? By the way, you might have noticed a little change in the setup as well. I think I've pointed that out in one of the new videos, but I have a new microphone, which is really cool. You might be familiar with this because this is a pure classic. It's the Shure SM7B. And yeah, I think I bought it like 2 or 3 weeks ago, around that. And it is really, really cool, let me tell you. Not sponsored, but just gonna say it is really cool. Love it. Get Germanized, der Vuko. Schönen guten Abend, mein Guter. Was geht, hör mal. Prost. Ich hoffe übrigens, I hope that all the settings are all right in terms of the colors and you know what, the brightness and all, because like a week ago or so, I had to actually set up my Windows computer system anew because I actually just wanted to update it, but then it said, I can't update it. I don't know. There was a problem. So I actually downloaded a setup execution file from Windows, which also worked, but it also forced me to reinstall Windows completely. So I also had to set this up once again, like pretty much from the get-go. And I hope it's okay this way, like regarding the green screen and all, but I don't know. I'm not too sure. I'm not too sure. Nicht, ja. Bei mir ist es auch 21:07 Uhr. Du bist auch in Deutschland, genau. Das hast du ja mal erzählt. Ja, some German thrown in. You guys know that by now. I haven't really had a German-only stream, like a pure German stream yet. I think I want to do that at like 50k, maybe? 50k subscribers at some point. I really want to do that. Yeah. Might be fun. Don't know how many people will actually tune in to that kind of stream, but it could be cool. It could be cool. And what also could be cool is me sharing that I'm live on social media real quick, which I'm gonna do right away. So, but it will only take a few seconds. Bear with me. Live with a little AMA stream. Come by and say hi. Something like that. All right. Free to tune in here. Like this. Bloop. Okay, gonna be right back, guys. Don't worry. Just gonna post this real quick. Where is it? There. Okay, so share it with this one. Let's see. Bloop. I really missed you guys again because the last stream was pretty much more or less exactly a month ago. So 30 days can be quite a long time. Definitely. And I always enjoy doing live streams. Even though it could be that this live stream today might not be the longest of them all, because I'm a bit tired, to be honest. It was a long day, but still, want to have some fun with you guys. Hope you don't mind, but I don't think you do, which is cool. So, in 7 Minuten bin ich in der Schweiz. Oh, you live close to the border to Switzerland. Interesting. Benjamin Landon, hi. Arwen, hi. Thanks for tuning in, everyone. Hi. Cheers to you guys. Prost, as we say in Germany, as you might know. Prost to all of you. And of course, also to my dear friend, Get Germanized, who I haven't seen in like 9 months. Like in person. Of course, we've been in contact and we've chatted with each other and stuff. And we've also had great Dungeons and Dragons rounds with our friends and stuff. But we haven't really seen each other in person for like 9 months, roundabout, I think. Maybe even more. Which is crazy. I think this has been the longest time we haven't really seen each other. And I'm really looking forward to, you know, meeting up again. Jakey, nice name. Hi. From Romania, Transylvania. That is a nice rhyme, by the way. Romania, Transylvania. Und der Super Flash Crash, Ricardo ist da. Ricardo has joined to the chat. Awesome. What are you drinking? Well, this is pretty much a... That is a loud motorbike. Okay. Well, this is a mixed beer, which is pretty much beer flavored with Coca-Cola. I think it's... Let me actually take a look. It is 40% beer and 60% Coca-Cola with some lemon juice in there. So that is pretty much one of my favorite kinds of beers. I'm not the biggest fan when it comes to like pure beers, the classic beers. Don't mind them, but I prefer those, like mixed ones. And there's also one, I think, which is flavored with dragon fruit, which is also really, really nice. By the way, everyone, I hope you can hear what I'm saying properly, because as I've said before, this is a new microphone, the Shure SM7B, and I hope it sounds great so far, like good enough for the stream and everything. Because, you know, I actually had set up all the scenes and stuff, and then just before like starting this live stream a few minutes ago, I realized, okay, you haven't really set up the microphone yet. But I hope it's okay though, and it's also, I hope also it's loud enough in terms of the music in comparison to it, or the music is you know, not too loud or too distracting. Because I'm actually trying out a playlist on Spotify which is called Twitch Safe Streaming. So I hope it's gonna be no copyright, like copyright-free music, but I don't know. Germanize and Vlogdave are two of my favorite YouTube channels. Looking forward to another driving video with you guys. Oh yeah. Yeah, the Car of Thoughts videos of Vuko on the Get Germanized channel, which are really, really cool and really fun. It's pretty much like a podcast recorded while driving. Like just talking about stuff, and that is so cool. Like every type of video with Vuko has been fun so far, for me personally. And I think for him as well. And you know, we've actually filmed some crazy things. Oh, you don't hear any music? Oh, it's so. Now it should be there. It was too too low in the mix. Thanks for telling me. Yeah, there's supposed to be some music in the background. Wegen der Lockerung wirst du ihn wieder treffen. Ja, auf jeden Fall. Also ich werde auf jeden Fall wieder demnächst irgendwann mal mit dem Vuko treffen. Auf jeden Fall. Ich hoffe auch sehr, dass ich irgendwann in der Zukunft, in näherer Zukunft, auch vielleicht eine Impfung bekommen kann. Hope I'm gonna get vaccinated relatively soon. Because the thing is, like, I'm invited to a wedding in July on my birthday, which is July 13th, by the way. Middle of July. And yeah. Kevin hat gefragt, ob wir ein Boat of Thoughts machen wollen. Ja, hallo. Wie geil ist das denn? Auf jeden Fall. Yeah. Yeah, our friend Kevin, you might know him from many videos on the Get Germanized channel, on Vuko's channel. Our mutual friend Kevin actually got his boat license. Like, is that a term? The boat license? I don't know. Though there might be at some point potentially videos from a boat with us on it. You know? Yeah. Of course. Okay. Well, this is some club music, some serious club music. I don't know. There's some rock, maybe? This sounds a little bit swingy. I like that as well. Jetzt ein Schein, genau. Sehr gerne. Möchte etwas trinken jetzt. Fletcher Christian. By the way, hi. Yeah, I mean, feel free to join in and, you know, link glasses. Are you going to watch the Champions League final? Probably not. I mean, I don't really watch football, like soccer, at all. Except for World Cups and European Cups and stuff. But apart from that, not really a football slash soccer slash Fußball fan myself. Sorry. So, probably not. Even though I sympathize with Borussia Dortmund, which you might know because it's quite a famous football club worldwide as well, not just in Germany. And I live really close to Dortmund, so there's an affinity there because it's so, you know, approximate, so close to where I live. Yeah. You look good with without your head, Vlog Dave. My wife says you are a handsome young man. Well, thank you very much. Thanks to your to your wife, so to speak, and to you guys, of course. Yeah, I like it as well. I mean, I was so used to wearing this hat for like this cap for many years now, actually, and like couple of like 3 or 4 weeks ago, I actually went to a hairdresser when they actually could reopen once again because of the pandemic situation, and you know, they were allowed to open again in Germany. And I went there, and then I had them cut short like this, and my hairdresser actually recommended using hair wax, you know, style them a little bit and stuff. And you know, oh boy, that was a really great decision, because I love hair wax and styling your hair with that kind of stuff, because it is really, really cool. Not as sticky as like Gel. Was ist Gel auf Englisch? Gel? I don't know, hair gel. So yeah. And that's the reason why I'm not wearing this overly much at the moment. Except for making videos, actually. So, yeah. But I still have it. I actually support Dortmund. That is cool. Great team. Ohne Gel bekomme ich bei mir so null Form rein. Früher habe ich auch immer Gel genommen. Richtig? Gel, Gleitgel, nein. Normales Haargel. Und ich muss sagen, was ist das für ein Kommentar, Vuko? Was bist du auf die Tastatur gefallen? Und jetzt benutze ich ja, wie gesagt, seitdem ich jetzt beim Friseur war, Haarwachs. Und ich schwöre auf Haarwachs. Ohne Scheiß. Es hält bis jetzt bei mir mit am besten, muss ich sagen. Also verglichen mit Haargel und sogar Haarspray. Haarwachs. Und du brauchst halt nur ganz minimal was. Das hält halt ewig, ne? Das war ein Hut. Ich dachte immer, das sei deine Frisur. Julian Patel, hi. Sylvia, hi. Is it gel? 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 What is the English pronunciation of that one? I actually don't know. Peak early 2000s. You look nice with the wax. Very much. Appreciated. Hashtag appreciated. Ich nutze Haarwachs und dann Haarspray. Ja, das ist, glaube ich, auch eine gute Kombi, ne? Dass man Haarwachs nimmt und dann halt mit Haarspray nochmal ein bisschen fixiert. Ich weiß, wie sagt man? Ich weiß es nicht. Aber, also ohne Scheiß, ich werde jetzt, glaube ich, nur noch Haarwachs benutzen. Wenn ich jetzt nicht keinen Bock mehr habe auf Haare stylen und dann einfach die Kappe aufsetze. Aber mal gucken. How's it going? It's going really well. I can't complain, honestly. I'm healthy. My family is healthy. My friends are healthy. My new job is awesome. In many ways. And yeah, everything's running smoothly. I'm happy. I'm really happy. So festes Haar, dass er sich einen Schirm draus machen konnte. Mit seinem Haar. Ach ja, die Ärzte. Fenris, hi! Thanks for tuning in. Beziehungsweise mit dir könnte ich ja auch auf Deutsch sprechen. Carl Creighton. And everyone who else, I don't know, who there. Did I mention Jake Jakey? I don't know. That's great to hear. Yeah. I mean, I'm really, I can't complain, you know? I really can't complain. That is cool. It was nice weather today, actually. So I actually wanted to go out for a walk, but I didn't have the time, unfortunately. So maybe on Sunday. And maybe I'm also going to be back at some point in the nearish future with some out and about live streams. Like, what did I call them? Lonely Walk in Germany, I think. So yeah. We'll see. We'll see. We'll see. This tastes great. This really tastes great. Hope you guys are doing great as well, by the way. You are healthy. Maybe some of you even got your vaccination, you know? Your first or even your second one. Because in Germany right now, it's actually picking up pace a little bit. it was really slowly for many weeks, and but it's still like from June 7th onwards, there won't be any prioritizing in Germany anymore. Like, they will get rid of that from June 7th onwards, but that doesn't mean that we will have enough vaccination stuff, like vaccines and stuff, for all of Germany. That simply won't be the case for a few more days, rhyme. So I don't know. Is COVID getting better there? Yeah, definitely. I mean, you know, numbers are really decreasing quite rapidly at the moment. Don't really want to discuss, you know, different vaccines necessarily, but that is not really true, Christian. AstraZeneca isn't only 33% effective, it's actually up to 70% effective. The problem with AstraZeneca is, and I'm saying that from a marketing guy's perspective, is they really did terrible marketing themselves. I mean, they didn't really market that stuff well enough at all. Like, that was the biggest mistake they made compared to all the other vaccination all the other vaccinations pretty much. So, and it isn't a crappy vaccination, therefore. Certainly isn't. So, you know, I would gladly take that. I don't have any like serious illnesses that I would know of. You know, but it's really difficult to get some of that at the moment in Germany. So, yeah. Just gonna wait a little bit longer, I guess. Which is okay. I mean, I would have liked to actually get at least like the first vaccination prior to July 13th, to the wedding that I'm invited to. But yeah, if it won't work out, that's the way it will be. I'm okay with that as well. I can wait. What's up? I'm also fully vaccinated since Tuesday. Yeah, but you're also a teacher, like a German school teacher, that is, I should add. So, yeah. That's good news, Carl. You keep well otherwise. Have you had any side effects from the vaccine? I'm in the third world and probably won't get one soon. So you're lucky if you get any vaccine, dude. Yeah, that is true as well. Like, some regions of the world don't even get like any vaccine at all, as far as I know. So none at all, or close to none. Really little amounts, and yeah. And let's not forget, like, 1 year ago, right now, 1 year ago, we really didn't know if there would be any vaccines to this at all at some point. Like, we didn't know, right? So this was a really quick development procedure, pretty much. The process of making these vaccines and, you know, doing some research, that was really fast comparatively to the usual time frame you'd need for having a new vaccination. And developing that, you know, researching different ingredients and techniques. So we can be really lucky at this point, honestly. There were some things that really went really wrong in Europe when it came to, you know, purchasing pretty much, or buying some doses, like, of different vaccines all across the EU. That was a big problem because, you know, they did a pretty shitty job there. But then again, generally speaking, we can be really lucky, I think. Like, the whole world can be really lucky that we have vaccines And they even work against the new variants, right? As far as we know. So, or at least some of them do. I had some side effects, but I also got it 2 months after having COVID. Yeah, I mean, and the other thing is like with, freue mich sehr, dass alles gut bei dir läuft. Hast du die Folge? Oh, dankeschön, Vuko. Thank you very much, my bro. Thank you. Ja. Ja, ich muss echt sagen, ich bin aktuell wirklich sehr glücklich, so alles irgendwie. Hatte da auch schon mal andere Zeiten, wo es nicht so rund lief oder wo man irgendwie nicht mehr wusste, was ist dann irgendwie. Momentan hat sich das ganz gut eingependelt, muss ich sagen. Doch, doch. So, da bin ich auch sehr, sehr glücklich drüber und sehr auch dankbar für. Weil ich weiß, dass es halt nicht selbstverständlich ist, dass es immer gut läuft. Deswegen, ja. Also, ne, Dankeschön. So what I wanted to say regarding the vaccinations real quick again, it is good that you actually, like, you notice some things, let it be like fever or like feeling feverish, because to that degree it actually shows that the vaccination is working, right? Your body actually realized and noticed that there is like a foreign substance in your body. Then the body pretty much produces antibodies, and that is a good thing. So if you feel like a bit feverish after a vaccination, and if it doesn't take like too long, too many days, that is a normal thing, and that is a good thing if that happens, in a way. Sounds strange, but it is a good thing. Right? If I weren't so broke, I would fill your tip jar. Sorry, dude. Don't ever feel sorry about that, Christian. And everyone else, don't ever feel sorry about something like that. That is all like completely voluntary. And yeah, no need to worry about that. If I win the lottery someday, you and Dominic will be the first two people I soak with some cash. Thank you very much. That being said. Yeah, winning the lottery would be a cool hobby, I guess, at some point. Maybe I should try that as well. Like, taking part in a lottery of sorts. Why not? Interesting music. Hope it's not too loud. If the music's gonna be too loud, feel free to tell me in the chat, by the way. I can adjust it easily. And I'm also looking forward to having new gaming live streams soon, once again, because now I have the new microphone and everything's pretty much set up. And I got used to this. And yeah, love it. I am interested in that hobby. Oh yeah. And at some point in the future, if it's gonna be possible again because of like COVID and everything else and time-wise and whatnot, traveling would also be on my agenda, potentially. Like me and Vuko, I've said that a couple of times, I think, in previous live streams. We have a mutual friend living in San Diego who might still want to see us. We'll see. Winning money sounds like a hobby I could enjoy. You know what? A workmate of my mom, he actually, well, pretty much, you know, does much lottery stuff in spare time. And he constantly wins stuff, like not like millions of euros or whatever, but like pretty cool household stuff, you know, objects, whatnot. I don't know how he does it. Maybe it's just because it's like the sheer amount of lotteries that he's taking part in. Maybe that is the reason why he wins so much, comparably. But I was shocked to hear that. Like, when she told me, and she showed me some pictures of stuff that he won in lotteries in a short amount of time, I was like, okay, he is pretty much, you know, the personification of luck or skill. 15% concentrated power of will, 5% pleasure, 50% pain, and 100% reason to remember the name. Oh yeah. Fort Minor, Mike Shinoda. Great song. Remember the name. 16 years old by now, by the way. Was released in 2005. Da muss ich mal etwas schleimen, alles positiv, was ja auch sympathisch. Lieben einfach verdient. Ach, Mensch, hör mal. Dankeschön. Aber das ist. Wo soll ich die ganzen Blumen hinstellen, die du mir gerade gibst? Ja, so viel Platz habe ich gar nicht. Nee, Dankeschön. Also, ich weiß es halt wirklich zu wertschätzen, weil ich halt, wie gesagt, auch schon andere Zeiten erlebt habe selber, wo ich selber nicht hundertprozentig wusste, wie sieht's in der Zukunft so aus? Und läuft das alles so, wie ich es mir vorstelle? Und jetzt bin ich endlich mal an so einem Punkt angelangt in den letzten, seit, weiß ich nicht, ein paar Monaten tatsächlich jetzt. Oder vor allem aber jetzt auch mit dem neuen Job und allem, wo ich wirklich sagen kann, jupp, jetzt habe ich erstmal, soll ich sagen, bin erstmal in einer sehr komfortablen Situation. Ja. Das ist schön. Maybe he's the guy they let win, so he poses as a positive for lotteries. Oh. Interesting thought, though. He's the one in a million. That's a really interesting thought, because I actually think that that marketing strategy definitely exists. Like, lotteries that post stuff on their social media of winners and what they did with their money that they won, or like with a, you know, luxurious car or whatever, to really attract other people to join in the lottery and also taking part in it. That might be an interesting strategy. And I could definitely see that happening. Yeah. A positive example, yeah. Maybe someday. I need better German first. Facts! By the way, did I say hi, Gen and Kirby? Hi, Sasha? If not, I'm sorry. Hi. Gen and Kirby is a great YouTube friend of mine as well, and of Super Flash Crash, both us pretty much, and is a quote-unquote real German teacher. Not one on YouTube, but one on a German school, actually. At a German school, teaching, I think, English and German? Even? Both? Yes, me too, Mike. Germaners and Vlogdiv are great for learning. Germaners just uploaded a great video on shopping in supermarkets. Yeah, I also have to watch that. By the way, Vuko also has a great new podcast, which hopefully he will keep running in the future as well. And, you know, recording new episodes and stuff, because I always love listening to podcasts while I'm editing videos or, you know, whatever. And his podcast, Germany Podcasts, is really cool. You can find that as well on Spotify, on pretty much everywhere you can listen to his podcasts, including YouTube as well. And I think the same applies to the Kirby Cast, which is Gen and Kirby's German podcast about his Let's Play projects and, you know, reviewing them, doing recaps, talking about other stuff. And of course, also, everyone has a podcast. I have a podcast as well, if you didn't know, in case. Which is called simple, but dare I say, clever. The German Podcast. The most simplistic name I could have chosen, but it is a podcast in German for people understanding German, or at least wanting to listen to someone speaking German. So it's both a podcast for native speakers, and it's also a podcast for you guys using it as a German listening practice. And on that podcast, I'm pretty much talking about many different subjects that I'm interested in. For instance, the latest episode was published yesterday, and it's about dreams and dreaming, and some, you know, little anecdotes and funny stories, funny dreams that I had in the future, remembering them pretty much, and talking about the topic of dreams, where the term nightmare actually comes from, the German origin of the English term nightmare, and that kind of stuff. I also did one about school, that is true. There will also be one about concerts. There will be one about Resident Evil Village. Great game, by the way. Love it. So, yeah. As you can see, pretty much about everything from games to music to movies, maybe to social topics. Yeah. Just interesting stuff. It's smart because people will search for German podcasts. If the name had not been taken, I might have gone for it. Yeah, see? And it's the other way around with YouTube handles, because honestly, I mean, I think I've told you that before, but I truly think, like, Get Germanized is the perfect channel name for those types of topics, like teaching German, talking about the German language and culture. Get Germanized is the perfect channel name. Aside from, you know, learn German with insert name here, learn German with insert name there, right? The standard channel names, which also definitely are beneficial to, you know, advertising yourself and promoting yourself and what you're doing on YouTube. But to me, even though it makes sense to name your channel that way, I also feel it's like a little bit lackluster. Like it's a little uncreative, if that makes sense, to just call your channel like Learn German with. It's okay, but it gets the point across, but that's about it. Like, I mean, you know, then again, my channel name doesn't say anything, so I'm not the one to complain and to you know, because back when I chose my channel name, which I'm also not really satisfied with, to be honest, in hindsight, but back then I chose it because, you know, it has this like, I I originally thought of it as like a three syllable type name, Vlog Dave, but then I learned that in English you actually say vlog and not vlog, because many German YouTubers say vlog. And I think the first like 2 or 3 videos that I did on this channel, they included the pronunciation Vlog Dave, and then I switched over to Vlog Dave. And that is also one of the reasons why, marketing-wise, I chose to add this little tail keyword thing at the end, which is Learn German the Fun Way. It's pretty much my channel claim. Because without that, you wouldn't really see what this channel is all about just from looking at the name. And I don't like that too much, to be honest. And if it would make sense, like if it made sense and if it was easy enough and not too late, which it is actually, I would also really want to change my channel name to something else, to be honest. But that's not the best idea by this point, because it appears in so many video titles, it appears in so many video descriptions, it even appears on foreign YouTube channels. Let it be, you know, Get Germanized and Super Flash Crash and where else. So it just wouldn't make sense to change it now that the channel is more or less like established. I don't know. Like I'd still had the chance to actually change that in the early days of the channel, but I didn't, because back then I didn't really think about like SEO stuff, search engine optimization, that much. I actually didn't know the term back in the day, truth be told. When I started out with this channel in 2015, I actually didn't know about that at all. And I just learned about that later on with my traineeship and stuff, so I became more aware of that, and also how, you know, naming YouTube videos and stuff like, you know, little details here and there, which add up to one another, if everything works out. Flock Dave, der Vampirjäger. Ja, eigentlich wäre das echt eine, das wäre so eine lustige kleine Videoreihe, die ich eigentlich mal machen könnte. Flock Dave, der Vampirjäger. Also a little pun, which only German girls will get, or people that understand the German language. Yeah. I have 3 podcasts now. Dave is not up to date. Yeah, some people, you know, they actually collect them like underwear. I don't know. But a fitting comparison, I don't know. I just don't know. But you know, I do appreciate a bit of originality. Yeah. Look, Dave. Look, Dave. But no one will search for Get Germanized. Should have gone for Learn German with Dominic. Yeah, I mean, yeah. But when it really comes to originality and creativity, and, you know, it also is, well, pretty much both versions would be call to actions. Like, Learn German with Dominic would also be a call to action like, learn German now with me, right? But get Germanized. That is an even stronger call to action in a way, but you're totally right, like, people probably wouldn't really look for the channel name per se, but because it contains German in the name, that is, like, a very good decision. Anyway. Oder ein guter Name für einen Dungeons and Dragons Charakter. Da kannst du dann auch auf Deutsch von unserer Curse of Strahd Kampagne erzählen. Meinst du im Podcast oder wo? Da können wir gerne ja dann auch irgendwie, wenn die Kampagne in 50 Jahren vorbei ist, können wir ja sowieso gerne auch dann mal einen Podcast drüber aufnehmen. Also sehr gerne. Wo wir einfach das Ganze mal ein bisschen Revue passieren lassen. Wenn du Bock hast, bin ich gerne für zu haben. I'm bored, what should I do? Ah, ich weiß. Get Germanized. Pff. That sounded really appropriate, I think. Ja, und den nennst du dann Flock Dave, der Vampirjäger. So, you know, I intend to actually work on my book again, like doing the post-production stuff, the last steps towards publishing it at some point this year, hopefully. And maybe once it's published, and it might as well be translated to English, which will also take some time. But once all of that is done, who knows, I might create the fictitious character of Flock Dave, der Vampirjäger, and write some vampire stories with myself being the lead guy, the protagonist, killing vampires. Lady Dimitrescu, maybe even. You know. Ah, Resident Evil Village, I love it. I just love it. That is also one of the reasons why I decided to actually record a podcast episode, an upcoming one about it. And also partially about Resident Evil 7, like a recap sort of thing. Because I was really flashed, like incredibly, wow, like amazed with the ending of Aris 8. So I'm not gonna spoil anything, don't worry. Hast du gestern für die PlayStation 5 bekommen? Muss ich noch zocken? Ja, auf jeden Fall dann viel Spaß. Also ich fand's richtig cool. Es ist anders als Teil 7, aber ist schon echt nice. Weil vor allem auch das Ende, was da alles noch so passiert und was man da noch so erfährt. That's smooth. Dreamy Nightmares is the title of this one. Interesting. Love vampires. I love me some vampires too. Jan Helse. Wow. Well, that would actually be a cool title. Like an author's name. Jan Helsing. That's a cool idea. Love it. Fenris, that is a cool idea. That is what I thought as well, Vuko. Like, as I've said before, like, we're currently in the Curse of Strahd Dungeons and Dragons campaign. Both of us and our friends, some of our friends, and Vuko is the DM, doing a great job, by the way. And I'm not just saying that to really, like, you know, or saying that because he's here, but because that is the case. I really think he does a great job at it. I don't think I could do it that well, to be quite honest. And that was one of the first things that I thought when I began watching the Let's Play of Resident Evil 7 and the early things. The first time you actually enter that village and you see that panorama shot from like this mountain, like hill type of area, and you see the village down below, and then in the upper right you see that big Castle Dimitrescu, from this, like, the tall woman. And there's so much that reminded me of Curse of Strahd, to be honest. When I watched that, I really loved that aspect about the game. So yeah. Nachdem ich meinen PC platt gemacht habe, habe ich Resident Evil 7 endlich nicht mehr mit alle paar Sekunden stempeln. Könnte es theoretisch gesehen spielen, praktisch wird das aber nicht so schnell passieren. Ja, ach, ich hätte ja auch irgendwie mal Lust, das mal zu Let's Playen, aber ich bin halt ein Schisser, ne? Halt echt. Wenn ich nicht so ein Schisser wäre, hätte ich das auch schon längst gemacht, weil ich mag die Spiele an sich, aber ich weiß nicht, ob ich mich selber trauen würde, diese zu spielen. Das ist immer das Problem. Und bei manchen Horrorspielen, also Outlast zum Beispiel, da würde es keinen Sinn mehr machen, dass ich die Let's Playe, weil die kenne ich einfach zu gut dafür. Da würde ich mich nicht mehr erschrecken, wahrscheinlich. Es sei denn irgendwie, weiß ich nicht, zwischendurch mal einen Jumpscare, den ich vergessen habe, aber im Großen und Ganzen kenne ich den ersten Teil von Outlast zumindest echt gut mittlerweile. Das würde halt keinen Sinn mehr ergeben, dass ich das irgendwie Let's Playe oder so. Und wie gesagt, ich bin halt ein Schisser. Ich würde es mich, glaube ich, einfach nicht trauen. Das muss ich einfach sagen. Ich bin da einfach echt ein Schisser. Some German thrown in there as well. Once again, hope you don't mind, guys. My friend sent me screenshots of the Lady Dimitrescu daughters when Resident Evil Village came out, saying congratulations on your role in the game. But guys, please be careful. No, not too many spoilers here, right? Because some people haven't seen or played the game yet, so yeah. But all I can say is I really loved watching it. I watched it on twitch.tv/CoCarnage, who is an American streamer, like one of my favorite streamers out there, and he usually plays and streams games on the hardest difficulty. And he also did that with Resident Evil 8, and what I love about it, and that's not a spoiler either, but just gonna say it, on the hardest difficulty in Resident Evil Village, the enemies are not only like stronger, they have more HP, but they also are way quicker. They evade way more. Way quicker. That is cool. Das ist nicht mehr mein Resident Evil. Ich find's geil. Also ich kann verstehen, warum Leute das so sehen. Aber ich persönlich, ich mag's total. Also ich mochte es auch damals schon, als es rauskam. Ich mag, dass sie da die Serie einfach nochmal neu aufgefrischt haben. Natürlich ist es kein perfektes Spiel und so, absolut. Auch das hat einige Probleme, wo man sagen kann, hier und da, ne, hätten sie vielleicht ein bisschen anders umsetzen können. Aber ich mag's total. Also ich feiere das. Und ganz ehrlich, ich habe lieber irgendwie 10-mal ein Resident Evil 7 als irgendwie zu viele Teile, die dann irgendwie wie 5 und 6 sind, die dann irgendwie nur noch so ultra ballerlastig sind und nichts mehr mit Survival Horror so richtig zu tun haben. Dann lieber Resident Evil 7, so von der Art her, sag ich mal. Weil es sich ja auch so ein bisschen mehr anlehnt, immer mehr, finde ich, die ganze Serie lehnt sich sogar ein bisschen mehr an Silent Hill von der Art her. Natürlich trotzdem mit diesem typischen Resident Evil Flair, ne, und was man da so macht. Also es gibt trotzdem noch genügend Unterschiede. Aber so leicht gibt es manchmal so in den neueren Teilen so mehr so eine Vermischung von beiden Arten der Spiele, wenn das irgendwie. Ich weiß nicht, ob ihr versteht, was ich meine, aber. I could imagine dragons. I could imagine your character to be a lot like Harry Dresden. Who's that? Harry Dresden? Dresden? Your t-shirt are so cool, Vlog Dave. It seems like you have a really super cool collection. Thank you very much. I mean, I don't know. When I'm not wearing this, like, this is a Stranger Things inspired t-shirt. The normal life, pretty much, and this is the full flipped, you know what I'm talking about. And when I'm not wearing that kind of stuff, I usually wear band shirts. That is just how I roll. I love wearing band shirts. I remember back when I, on first day at university, back in 2011, I didn't know anyone, and I was standing in this big hallway with like hundreds of different people, and I was looking for the room for my first, lecture and stuff. And I actually, or like, a person approached me, roughly like about my age, and he actually talked to me because I wore a Foo Fighters shirt. And he took note of that, like he noticed that shirt, and he is also like a big rock fan, guitarist, and we became pretty much best buddies at university because on that day I wore that shirt and he approached me and talked to me about, oh, like nice taste in music and that kind of stuff. And then we talked about music. And then we realized, okay, we are, we have the same subjects and all. We share many things, many interests. And even at some point we played in a band together. He was the guitarist, I was the singer. And for about a year or so, I mean, we never performed in front of an audience. We didn't get to that point, but we really enjoyed playing in a rehearsal space. And we actually, recorded some demos, I think, like 1 or 2. Don't know where they actually went, if I still have them. But that was fun. So, and all of that because I wore a Foo Fighters shirt that day. Sometimes things can be so easy. I don't know. And that was my intention, actually. Like, I actually really wore that shirt on purpose that day. Like a band shirt with a band that I love, that I like. So maybe people might, see it and immediately notice or like know what I'm into, like what kind of person I might be, oh my, if he listens to the Foo Fighters, he seems to be an okay guy, that sort of thing, right? So and it worked. It definitely worked. I mean, I can't complain. And still to this day, I keep wearing band shirts. And I also, like, pretty much every time I go to a concert, I get a tour shirt as well. And yeah, love it. Has sort of become a ritual, to be honest. But I still need to have many more band shirts, actually. I don't have any band shirt of Porcupine Tree. I would really like to get one at some point. And few other bands. Objektiv sind gute Spiele, aber mir fehlen die klassischen Charaktere wie Leon, Jill, echt austauschbarer Chris reicht mir irgendwie nicht. Ja, wie gesagt, ich kann es verstehen, aber mir geht's halt nicht so. Das liegt aber auch daran vielleicht, weil ich nicht so diesen super engen Draht zu den alten Spielen habe, ehrlich gesagt. Hatte ich nie. Also ich mochte die immer und ich mag auch die Charaktere von damals, Leon und so, aber ich muss sie da deswegen halt nicht in jedem Spiel irgendwie. Ich verstehe, was du meinst. Aber ich mag Ethan zum Beispiel auch ganz gerne. Deswegen. Ich fand es eigentlich. Ich glaube sogar, ich würde sogar so weit gehen und sagen, ich hätte es irgendwie schade gefunden oder nicht so kreativ oder einfallsreich gefunden, wenn sie jetzt in Teil 7, was ja mehr oder weniger auch eine Neuauflage der gesamten Reihe ist, so eine Art Semi-Reboot, kann man ja fast schon sagen, wenn sie da einfach wieder auf alte Charaktere zurückgegriffen hätten, das hätte ich dann auch irgendwie langweilig gefunden, ehrlich gesagt. Also, ich finde es cool, dass Chris auftaucht, Teil 7 und so, ne? Aber ja. Aber wie gesagt, ich verstehe durchaus, was du meinst und das kann man definitiv auch so sehen. Also klar. Do you have any videos of your band jamming? I think we actually filmed one or two at some point, but I don't know if I still have them, to be honest. Because at some point, like, I think in 2014, late 2014, around that time, I had a big, like, hard disk drive crash where lots of my data got lost. So I don't know if I still have them. But would definitely be interesting to watch them again. And I really want to play music again. Just yesterday I talked to Super Flash Crash, Ricardo, and we talked about playing drums because he actually played drums for the first time a couple of days ago. Like, he tried to play drums. He was the first time sitting behind a drum kit. And I also play, like, air drums when pretty much well, not every single day, but quite often when I'm listening to music. I either sing along or I play air drums. Or both, even. Some cases. But yeah. I'd like to play music at some point. I also have like 2 guitars here. One electric and one acoustic guitar. And I also wanted to relearn playing guitar. But it's a matter of time, to be honest. And having time to learn it again. Play it. And to have like a space for drums, for instance, to set them up. Because of course you can have E-drums would be cool for the apartment if you have like a really you know, prepared type of room for that. So that it won't be too loud for the house and the other tenants. But I mean, I guess it's best to have like a practice room, really, like a rehearsal space for that kind of stuff. But yeah. Aber Capcom macht allgemein zurzeit vieles richtig. Die neuen Teile kommen super an, die Remakes sind die Remakes sind auch richtig gut. Ich muss sagen, wie gesagt, ich habe ja damals nicht so den Draht zu den Original Resident Evil Teilen gehabt, als die rauskamen. Ich war halt auch einfach noch zu jung damals. Hab die halt auch nachträglich halt erst kennengelernt, auch durch Let's Plays hauptsächlich tatsächlich. Also komplett ein paar habe ich damals auch gespielt als junger Jugendlicher. Aber vor allem durch die Remakes, die jetzt in den letzten Jahren erschienen sind von Resident Evil 1, 2, 3 und demnächst auch 4, da bin ich auch sehr gespannt drauf, wie das wird. Da freue ich mich schon mega drauf. Wenn das ansatzweise nur so gut wird wie die Remakes von den ersten 3 Teilen, boah, da freue ich mich schon mega drauf. Und wie gesagt, die Spiele habe ich eigentlich so richtig erst schätzen gelernt, bewusster auch durch die Remakes. Deswegen schon geil. I was referring to a vampire hunter character. Harry Dresden is the MC from the Dresden Files book series by Jim Butcher, a gunslinger mage with a fashion sense like Helsing, who works as a detective. Well, that is an interesting mixture there. That sounds cool. Yeah. Yes, you and Dominic have great voices. I know. I don't know. Thank you. I want to say. I don't know. Thank you very much. I can't really say. I don't know. I mean, I like my voice, yes. But yeah. That's for other people. side, I guess. Um, what kind of electric Fender Gibson? You know what? I'm gonna show you. Because I actually don't know. Alright, guys. And it almost looks brand new. I think it's, you know what kind of a guitar it is. It is an Epiphone. 17. Part of the Gibson family. Okay, I didn't know that, for instance. And it's as you can see, it's black. I love it. And does it gent? But I'm not Jared Dines. I'm not Jared Dines or Rob Scallon. Like I'm not that type of YouTuber. Sorry to disappoint you, but I would love to play again. I would definitely love to play some serious tapping work. So yeah. Guitar. I like it. It's by the way. Oh, I just noticed. It's. Don't know if you can see it right here. Yep, it's the vintage edition. Well, that's a great angle, actually. Like. John Petrucci's kind of shredding. Love it. Well, for every Jared Dines, there's also a K-Mac and CFT. K-Mac is really cool as well. Love his music meme videos. I'm a Telecaster man, yeah. Unfortunately, my heroin addict sister stole it. Now I have an Indonesian thread. Okay. And like I've said, I also have an acoustic guitar, but it's like a really like just basic acoustic guitar model, nothing special. Do you like Döner kebab? Yeah, I love Döner. I love me some kebab. Definitely. Love it. Haven't had any in a long time, to be honest, though. Like, I would love some Döner at some point. Again. Yes. Yes. You know what? I think it would actually be really like fun to play in a band with Icarus as well, because I know that he can play like the drums quite well. I think he's also recorded some like drum covers of video game themes, and yeah. And you know, he's a great guy, from what I can tell from watching his videos. Icarus is awesome. Love him. So would be cool to play with him, for instance. If I could choose like a dream band. Yes. Even though, like, you know, Gavin Harrison of ex-Porcupine Tree, or like still hiatus Porcupine Tree type of drama, and the Pineapple Thief, and or Dave Grohl would be a good choice. A good choice that I would love, definitely. Or Danny Carey of Tool. I mean, top tier drummers. Or when it comes to German drummers, Marco Minnemann, right? Marco Minnemann, awesome guy. So many great drummers out there. Bass players, Geddy Lee of Rush. Mariusz Duda of Riverside, great bass player. Also very influenced by Geddy Lee, I'd say. I always love when the bass has a forefront part in the mix or in the music of a band. And when it's driving the music, and that is the case with Rush, as some of you might know, and also with Riverside. Name a more modern type of progressive rock / progressive metal band that I love. From Poland, by the way. My latest demo was compared to the Pineapple Thief and Porcupine Tree in a song share session. Would be great if we lived anywhere near each other and could play some music. Play music sometime, yeah. But in order to do that, I would still practice a whole lot more. Like, I haven't really played guitar in ages. I think, I know it's a shame to say, but it is true. But maybe this time I'm gonna practice some guitar again. And I also have an amp there. So, yeah. I have all the ingredients. I have plectrums, plex, picks. I think they are called in English, right? Picks, guitar picks. So, and getting guitar tabs isn't too hard either. I like playing along to a YouTube tutorial. It's all there. I just need to do it. I just need to take the time. And that is sometimes the biggest problem. I'm just not able to take the time, in the sense of I'm not allowing myself to take the time, because sometimes I think, I could do this, or I could do something like finishing my book, for instance, my novel, or I could work on new videos for YouTube. And pretty much in all cases, I decide to, I'd better work on new videos. And then I just don't have the time for this kind of stuff. That is pretty much the way, what it's like at the moment. So maybe I should just allow myself some time for these types of things. I don't know. It's hard though. Sometimes it's difficult. But then again, I don't want to complain, I love everything of those things, whether it's making videos, recording videos. Still love that. Great side job, hobby that sort of became a side job by now, by this point. So can't complain at all. But of course, I would love this type of stuff, relearning guitar. Maybe learning drums at some point. Maybe playing in a band at some point again. I don't know. I try to follow Stephen King's advice nowadays. Sit and write. That's why I get 4 to 6 pages daily. Wow. That is interesting. When I wrote the book, because, as it is written, it is finished in a sense, but then again, it's not, because I still need to do some post-production stuff, reading it once again after many years now, and maybe, adjusting a few things here and there, tweaking some words, some phrasings, that might be a bit off or not optimal enough. So, but once that is done, I intend to publish it. And then I still need to figure out how to publish it, what's the best way. Of course, it would be great to have a proper big publisher, a book publishing company in the background to handle that kind of stuff. But of course, that is quite, unrealistic, I think. As long as you're not like Stephen King or a big name in the biz. So yeah. Stephen King writes them faster than I can read them. Yeah. Who knows, maybe at some point I might actually be able to play some guitar for you guys in the stream. But not now. Maybe in the future at some point. But yeah. Love it. I love it. What is your novel about? It's pretty much a mixture. I mean, it's hard to describe really because it's a mixture of different things. Like the core, the foundation, the meat of it pretty much is a thriller type of story. But it definitely also has big chunks of like psychological aspects to it, even philosophical aspects of it. You know, I won't give away. I don't want to give away too much, but it's pretty much like, and there's also like some drama things in there, dramatic aspects. So it's pretty much a mixture of many different ingredients, and it's hard to pinpoint therefore. But yeah. And of course, I'm also gonna keep you posted once it's gonna be released or once it's really like 100% finished, which I could see like being another future problem I might have, encounter, because I think sometimes it can be difficult to decide whether, like, when something is really done, 100% finished. Because I know that, like, when it comes to videos, or back in the day when I also made music with, like, for instance, the Magic's Music Maker, not sponsored, like, creating own songs with, well, pre-recorded samples, basically. I sometimes I didn't know when a song was finished or when a video is really done. Sometimes that can happen, and I don't know. But we'll see. We'll see. Maybe it won't be a problem, but maybe it will. Hard to tell. Finished mine actually 3 years ago. Have redone major parts multiple times. See, that is part of the deal, I think, when you are like an author. Because there's always something, even when it's published, I think, probably there might be some things that I, as the, like, being the author, would want to change. But of course, I can change them, practically speaking, but technically I can't change them because it's done. So, and yeah. Is the novel in German? And if so, will you publish an English translation? It is in German. But I also would love to have, like, to translate it to English. But that can take a lot of time. That can take a whole lot of time. And yeah. But I would really like to translate it to English. For you guys, mainly, gotta be honest, because having, like, this YouTube channel and an international audience, it would only make sense to also publish an English version. I guess. At some point, so, but translating that whole thing, it's gonna take some time. Maybe the mistake is to read it again and again and again. Maybe that is the source of, like, self-doubt or like questioning yourselves and if that like what you wrote is good enough in a way. I'm a pretty good translator and proofreader, by the way. If that would be helpful to you at some point, definitely. I mean, yeah. I'm gonna keep that in mind, Fenris. Thank you. Better readers take the pressure off. Yeah. Better readers, you don't know otherwise. Yeah, that is true as well. But then again, if you don't know them, hard to, I guess, get in contact with them. But, I mean, back in the day, when I finished the book, like writing it for the first time, pretty much, many years ago, I actually gave it to 1 or 2 people, and they read it, and they liked it. I mean, you know, they said, like, here and there, could do things a bit different here and there, but that's okay. I mean, that's the stuff that I want to hear. If it's, like, sincere, rhyme. But, yeah. Guys. I'd say 10 more minutes. Because I'm getting all sweaty in here because of the key lights and stuff. And, you know. And as I've said before at the beginning of the stream, I'm a bit tired. But I still wanted to stream with you. For you. For us. For me. For you. For everyone. For the universe. So yeah. Gotta give credit to the beta readers. They get all the plot twists before everyone else. Yeah. I can imagine. Ah, yeah. Blockdave, have you ever been to Bad Beda-Kesa? I've never heard of that, so I don't think I've ever been there. I don't know where that is, to be honest. If Dave's book is released, I will do a review on my BookTube channel. Well, feel free to, yeah. Yeah. I will have to accelerate my German courses. I'm really slow. I really want to read your book when it's done. Ah. I mean, I guess it might still take some, like, weeks. Talking about right now and reading it through. And then I thought, you know, maybe I should just release it when both versions, like the original German version and the translated English version is done, when both are done and finished. But I think I tend to first publish the German one because that is there pretty much. I don't need to do that much in comparison to really translating the whole thing to English again. So we'll see. I don't know yet. And then again, as I've said, like I also have to figure out how to publish it. Like, what's the best way to publish it and what do I have to keep in mind, because, you know, that's all new to me. I'm not experienced in, like, getting a book published, that kind of stuff. So we'll see. Know that there are many possibilities, like, of self-publishing, books on demand, and what else. So we'll see about that. But it's interesting, actually, because at least 3 of my friends are authors, which is crazy and cool at the same time. Usually via an agency if you don't want SP, self-publishing. Okay. Yeah. I'm still so tired from the vaccination. I read that as Bad Bethesda. Okay. The Bad Bethesda. Very German way to say it. Sounds like a town. Bad Bethesda. Delicious. Delicious. It's east of Bremen. Aha. Never heard of that actually. I've been to Bremen multiple times, but never heard of that. Like 20-minute drive. Okay. Whoa, 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 whoa. Oh yeah. Right? What time is it? Your country, by the way. I'd like to know, because in Germany it is pretty much 10:30 p.m. Ooh. 3:32, 23 p.m. Wow, okay. UK, okay, genau, das ist ja dann eine Stunde Unterschied nur. 4 p.m. 4:25. Ah, almost Feierabend. Celebration evening, to translate it literally. Is there a proper English term for der Feierabend? Because in Germany you'd say, I actually made a video about that, I think, a few, like 2 or 3 years ago, about the German term der Feierabend. The celebration evening is the literal translation of this neat little compound word. And I can't remember if there is a distinct, like a proper common English translation. Happy hour. Ah. See, I always thought about like happy hour being or meaning there is like sounds strange, I know, but there's like a sales hour in like shops and stores where they like sell everything pretty much half the price or something like that. Happy hour. Like something like sales. But apparently it doesn't seem to be that. I actually got that wrong. It's interesting. 5 o'clock. Say it's 5 o'clock. 5 o'clock. For 1 happy hour. Miller time. Aha. After the advertising for Miller beer. Interesting. Aha. Very common to have a happy hour in bars. Normally it's 2, 4, 1 if it's a happy hour. Normally it's less longer than... Wow. That is cool. That's when it's okay to start drinking. Alright. Montag ist ein Feiertag für uns in den USA. Ah, so next Monday is a holiday in the USA. Interesting. In Germany, it's gonna be the next week's Thursday, which will be a holiday. So, yeah. Oh, thank you very much, Christian. My whole week. Oh. Thank you very much. You guys actually made my whole week because, gotta be honest, like, doing these kinds of live streams is one of the most, like, my favorite things to do on this channel. Because I love the direct conversation and interaction with you guys. Yeah, I always love that. Goodbye and all. Take care. Same to you guys, because it is the end. The end is near. Oh, it's the end here. Yes, it is. Fortunately. Gonna finish this beer like the rest of it. Ah. Sorry. That's the end for this stream. And for this month, YouTube-wise, I think. Next video is gonna be out on Tuesday. And you might have noticed that I tried to implement a video schedule on the channel. So there's gonna be a new video every Tuesday and Friday. Those are the 2 days in the week when I'm gonna publish a new video in the future. And then there might as well be additional special types of videos on the weekend, for instance. Or if there is something special happening, maybe like the premiere of a new Rammstein song, something like that, maybe, you know. But apart from those special opportunities, like live streams maybe, or something like that, spontaneous things, every Tuesday and Friday there's going to be a new video, which means 2 videos per week. So yeah, has worked out pretty well so far. So I just want to keep doing that, I think, for the time being, just so you know. And of course, also feel free to follow my podcast, the German podcast, on Spotify, on I think it's also now available on Apple Podcasts. Since a few days now. Should be available on Apple Podcasts as well now. And yeah, that would be a pleasure. Not just my pleasure, but pleasure in general. Does it make sense what I say right here, right now? I don't know. Yes. However, not in every Bundesland Thursday. Not in every state. Ah, yeah. But in North Rhine-Westphalia, it's a holiday. And I love it. Alright, guys. Thank you very much for tuning in once again, for everything, for the donation as well. Get Germanized. Thank you very much. I greatly appreciate it for, your support really helps. As you can see, there is a little donation goal type of thing going on in the long run, because I intend to actually update my equipment. I need a new camera at some point, definitely. And I also need a pretty much high quality chair, because let's face it, I'm sitting here many hours actually, so this is not the best chair anymore, to be honest. So I mean, my dream chair at some point would be pretty much something like a Herman Miller type of chair, which is quite expensive, but I think it's worth the money as far as I can tell. So maybe at some point. Maybe even with the help of you guys. Want to, if you can. Of course, all voluntarily. All voluntary thing. Don't feel obliged or forced to join in this stuff right here. If you want to, that's great. I highly appreciate it. But if you don't want to or you can't, that is totally fine as well. So don't worry about that at all. Want to point that out once again. So yeah. Thank you very much. See you next time. Looking forward to the next stream already, guys. Because as I've said before, it's always a pleasure. Thanks for being here. Thanks for being so active in the chat as well. Keep doing that. That is awesome. You are awesome. You're breathtaking. To put it in Keanu Reeves' words, to say it with his words. So yeah. Thank you very much. I'm your Vlog Dave. Tschüss und bis zum nächsten Mal. Bye guys. See you. Have a nice weekend. And see you next week for new videos on the Vlog Dave channel. Bye. Bye bye bye.